If you're like me and you use a laptop to create content some or all of the time, then you're probably familiar with the struggles of using a laptop on a desk or on your lap. For me personally, the struggle has three main pain points. First of all, it's not very comfortable using the keyboard on the laptop when that laptop is flat on my desk. I don't like the angle of it, and it doesn't feel right. It hurts my wrist after a while. It's just not as good as using my desktop keyboard. Second, laptops are slippery. Some of the time when I'm using my laptop here on a desk, it'll slip away from me when I'm using it. Or when the laptop's on my lap, it likes to slide away. And laptop sliding away isn't a situation that usually ends well. Usually ends up in a broken laptop. And the third struggle for me is my laptop often gets really hot, especially if I'm working with 4K footage and I'm rendering or exporting that footage. If it's sitting flat on the desk here, the vents that are often on the bottom of a lot of laptops, they get trapped and it holds in heat. And if you're holding it on your lap, it also can get really hot on your lap, and nobody wants a hot lap. So I've been searching for a laptop stand that will solve these three pain points, but also be portable, because I want a stand that will work here at my desk or at a desk elsewhere when I'm on the road, but also a stand that I can use on my lap. In other words, I need a stand that's portable and that I can easily travel with without it taking up much space. And I think I finally found the solution. Let's talk about this laptop stand right here. This is the Magno ModuleMaster laptop stand. What a great name for a laptop stand. But does it actually live up to its name? First of all, this laptop stand, as the name indicates, is modular. This is what it looks like right here while it's folded up and not in use. So as you can see here, it's really thin and everything just kind of sticks here together because of the magnets. And I happen to love this right here because a lot of the time when I'm editing with my laptop, it means I'm on the road or away from home. And something like this, being able to pack up flat and easy to tuck into a backpack or a laptop bag, that makes this a really nice accessory for traveling. So I love the compact nature of it. The second and really important feature of this laptop stand is this has a desk use and a lap use. So a lot of laptop stands, they're made of metal, they're made of a nice material, but you can only use them at a desk. You're not going to carry around a metal laptop stand and use it on your lap, because the metal laptop stand will slide off your lap. But this right here, you can easily set it up at your desk and use your laptop at your desk. And then you can take this and you can set it up on your lap as well. Let me demonstrate. So here's how I use it with the desk config. So we've got our base right here. And what I like to do is I like to put down the base first. And I like to hook my laptop on here. This right here holds in the bottom part of the laptop. And then we've got the wrist pad right here, which I can set up. So that's a nice wrist rest. And then the stand right here is where we can adjust our angles. And we can do an angle anywhere from 8 to 38 degrees. So I like the 38 degree angle. I personally find that steeper type angle to work best for me. But if you don't prefer that steep of an angle, it's easy to configure it to as low as the 8 degrees if you prefer a less steep angle. And the stand also includes this nice little phone stand that you can also set up. So I love it that my phone can stay right here, also elevated. And this is also especially good, like if you have a Mac and an iPhone and you want to do AirPlay, something like that, you have them right here close together to help really maximize that speed if you're moving files between devices. And having it elevated like this, it also helps keep the airflow good underneath the laptop. So when you're doing some really intense rendering or editing or gaming, there's plenty of airflow there, and it helps keep your device as cool as possible to minimize the thermal throttling. And if you don't know what thermal throttling is, it's basically when your device gets hot, some of the components inside have to reduce their performance to prevent overheating. So CPU and GPU are going to be two of the main components that can see thermal throttling. But if things get really hot, it can also create thermal throttling with your hard drive and or your RAM. And of course, you can also do this with the lap config. So let me show you the lap config. So for the lap config, the main difference is the wrist pad here can go underneath it, and it gives a nice little cushion while it's on your lap. And it also helps equal out the angle, as when you're sitting there, things tend to slope toward your knees. This helps offset that sloping. And then of course you can put this on the stand on your lap as well and adjust the angle accordingly. So when it's on my lap, I tend to like a little less steep angle. So I tend to go more so toward the middle here or a little bit lower. And I find that's most comfortable. And it's especially comfortable for my wrist when I'm typing on my lap. but I also don't have to bend over as far, which is better for my neck as well. I like that angle right there. Now, if you happen to be one of those people who owns a really heavy laptop, this laptop stand will probably work for you as well. This laptop stand can support a laptop that weighs up to 11 pounds. Come to think of it, are there laptops that are heavier than 11 pounds? I'm thinking maybe a few. If you own a laptop heavier than 11 pounds, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear more about that laptop. So overall, I'm very impressed with this laptop stand. It solves 3 key problems for me when I'm creating content with my laptop. And these problems are solved by the angle this provides, the grip it provides, and the ventilation it allows for. And this laptop stand accomplishes those 3 things for a surprisingly good price. I've linked to this laptop stand in the description below. Check it out if you're a content creator and you're looking for a laptop stand. You can use it both your desk and on your lap. This one gets the job done, and it does it well. And if you're curious to learn more about the laptop I use for video editing, check out this video right here. You might be surprised at what you learn.